Okay, my loves. Welcome back to Simone Sees. I'm back again. I just did a short kind of just like story time to segue into this energy. But we're going to get right into it, okay? So the energy that I have been seriously tapping into is one of codependency. With this, let your friends help you, okay? Ask for and accept support from others. And then you have finances and career here, okay? Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Codependency issues, okay, is what I was getting. And the message is keeping you safe takes away all of your independence. And I got that and I'm quoting my sender for the blind and visually impaired instructor and trainer, Sarah, for that. And I thank her so much for that, for providing some awareness, okay? Now, with this symbolic interaction energy, okay, this energy is definitely surrounding an affair, okay? And Spirit is showing me your response to loss. Painful as it is, we all learn in loss. Through this, what have you learned about life and yourself, okay? This is the message that Spirit is showing me, okay? There's definitely some type of a loss, and I'm going to get the emotion, and we're going to get a mental health message, and we're going to get into this because I had to go old school with this, and I'll tell you what this old school energy I'm feeling. But what's the emotion from this particular energy surrounding this affair, Spirit? It's falling on sad and shame, and I'm so sorry that you can't see it. Okay, and I'm going to put it back in the frame so you can see it. So about putting something back in the frame. Sad and shame, okay? Is there any other feeling that is surrounded by this energy? Jealousy, okay? Jealousy could be something as well, okay? So we're going to get into it, all right? We're going to get into it. And I will be showing you the cards, okay? So first and foremost, I want to get, this is King of Cups energy, okay? This could be water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but a King of Cups energy. And this is Captain Hook. And Captain Hook was dead set on in an alternate reality, Captain Hook may not have been the villain, right? He could have been trying to prevent Peter Pan from taking those kids to Never Never Land. And it's giving, okay, and he has a black eye, okay, in this energy. But he was Peter Pan's nemesis. And Peter Pan wanted to be a child forever, right? So this is definitely, Peter Pan could have been his inner child if you look at it from an alternate perspective, because he's an adult. He had to grow up. He couldn't stay in Never Never Land, okay? And I'm hearing that Never Never Land, nobody wants to grow old kind of energy. Is that D'Angelo? Ashe and amen to the ancestor D'Angelo. Okay, so let's get this energy. I'm going to put him back in here because I haven't shuffled the deck, and I want to shuffle the deck on camera for you guys to see, okay? But it's definitely giving this affair energy, and somebody has some jealousy, shame, and sadness surrounding this energy. And it could be due to a loss, okay? Now, I was tapping into this codependent energy. yesterday, and that's when my Center for the Blind instructor, Miss Sarah, she gave me that quote that I showed you. Okay, and then the other one that she said, which is going to be very, very significant in this energy, was we learn a lot more by making mistakes than by doing it perfectly. Okay, so definitely having to learn from your mistakes, and knowing that as painful as it is, we all learn and lost, and everything that we experience, and I can just wholeheartedly say that every single thing that I've gone through that could have broken me down, and there was moments when I was broken, when I was down, when I couldn't see my way through things, and I had to only rely on the Most High. 55 on the clock. Okay, now we're looking at 555, and 5 definitely has been coming up. It's representing change. Okay, now I'm seeing the star here in reverse, and that's definitely talking about that healing. It is definitely a time for healing right now. Okay, with the star energy in reverse, that's something that's unhealed. That's something that's it's wishing on a star and not getting what you hope for. And with this mirror here, it's also not facing the truth on what has led you or whoever you're going through, or whoever you're dealing with through this energy. I'm getting a lot of regret energy, but I definitely want to get the energy that is surrounding this affair and these emotions of shame, sadness, and jealousy. Okay, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, and we have the Eight of Swords here. This is definitely trap energy. Okay, and it's like, yeah, again, we have Iago, who is a messenger, right? This is definitely that Page of Wands energy with the messenger energy. Okay, something about not relaying or receiving a message. Okay, and in this energy with Scar, even though he has all these swords pointing to them, so this is accusations, and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's denial, right? Being in denial in this energy. Okay, Nine of Pentacles energy represents this in this energy. This is definitely codependency energy. Okay, and I'm taking these up front, upright, up front. Something about up front. Okay, being upfront about something. In the Nine of Pentacles energy, this is greed. This is overly concerned and focused on finances and codependencies. Okay, so there's a lot of codependency issues and energy here. Okay, surrounding this affair. Okay, and with the Six of Wands energy, this is somebody who wants to win at all costs. Okay, yeah, the Ace of Cups energy. Somebody could be very, very, I'm hearing like madly in love. It's almost giving an obsessive energy. And this could be somebody who is in regret and grieving, okay, in this energy. I was definitely getting a feminine energy, and this feminine energy is coming up, okay? Now, I'm being led to read on this Six of Wands energy because I really can't for the life of me remember who this person is. And being that she's in the villains deck, she has green eyes. So she's definitely an envious energy in this energy, okay? So I'm going to read on the Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands is a celebration of success. You're finally getting the recognition and glory you deserve. Take a moment to bask in the attention and adoration. You've earned it. Keep the momentum going by turning this self-confidence boost into motivation for your next adventure. This could be in the upright, in the positive energy, okay? Now, in the reverse energy, this tarot card suggests you've been comparing yourself with others and are feeling like an outcast. Remember that everyone's happy ending looks different. Don't be afraid to reject the status quo and succeed on your own terms. Ashe and amen. That's what it's about. Doing something on your own terms, okay? With the Four of Wands in reverse, this is foundations that's unstable energy, okay? And not being aware or in denial about why this foundation is unstable, about why something is going on here in this energy, okay? With the Five of Swords in reverse, this is about not lying to yourself. Here it is coming back in with that denial energy, okay? It's about going within and confronting your inner shadow, confronting those aspects within yourself that are, and this is, I'm not saying this to get on nobody's head or nobody's helmet, because I understand this energy, okay? Seeing where, or at some point in time, I had to look at myself and see why I kept attracting unavailable men, unavailable people in my life, people who just wanted, let's just say, a good time, not a long time. People who just wanted my energy, you know? They want the love. They want all the benefits. I know I bring a table. I know I bring good shit, okay? I bring me, nigga. Me. You feel me? But it was always something that was very short-lived, in a sense that it was other people's projections of their codependencies that had caused so much conflict, okay? And I realized that it's okay to say it's not you, it's me, right? Because once I removed myself from that situation, I would begin to see the energy shift, right? And I would begin to receive justice in a lot of areas where I wasn't receiving them when I was attached to certain people. And I was able to see where I was thriving when these people were no longer around me. 1303 could be significant. So it's about recognizing and holding yourself accountable for those areas in your life where there's instability, and not being in denial. And it's okay to be sad, because somebody in this energy could be very regretful. This main character in reverse here, this masculine energy, and I did see manifestation energy. It could be a masculine energy with this letter in reverse that didn't, it's like not getting a message, okay? There could be some lies with this Five of Swords energy. Give me some energy on this affair. Who's this main energy for this affair? Yep, a main character is this feminine energy, okay? It's a feminine energy. And something could be definitely about prison, okay? There could be a masculine energy who regrets some type of mistake. But the main focus, the main character who could be in this shame, sad, jealous energy is a feminine energy, okay? Yeah, the main character who's in prison is in reverse, okay? Could be this affair energy, okay? Somebody could be in prison. Okay, there's some type of message that's not received, or a letter, okay, of some type of a good outcome. This could be this jail energy, okay? That's Jafar, okay? And here's Yago, okay? So this is this Jafar energy. And then you got this Wands energy, because I believe he is the king of Wands in this energy. So it's a feminine and a masculine who's in prison, okay? And there's some type of affair going on with these two people. So I'm going to say this masculine and this feminine energy are the main characters here, okay? And in between them is this Nine of Pentacles energy. Coins, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Now, this could have to do with work, okay? Somebody's job. Definitely finances and career are here and are a factor in your love life in this energy, okay? Codependencies, okay? So let's see here what energy this main character here could be in. This mask, let me switch it. Let me switch it. Because I had the main character, something about switching something, okay? So it's about roles reversing. Because the masculine was on the feminine energy and the feminine was on the masculine energy. Maybe I'm supposed to keep it like that. Role reversal. So this could be a masculine and feminine energy and a feminine and masculine energy. Okay, with missing and thinking of you and grass is greener, possibilities and romance, this is definitely a love energy, okay? Somebody could want to reconcile or rebuild. What's on this main character, this masculine energy? Put it back. That's what they said. Put it back. So this masculine energy is in this stuck energy, okay? With the inability to travel, experience new things, okay? Put them in the upright. I'm supposed to have them in the upright. Somebody in this main character energy, now that I've termed the Four of Wands in this upright, could be feeling stuck in this marriage or foundation. And there's something about an affair. Okay? This masculine could also want to travel and do new things. And on this feminine side, yeah, prison energy feels like stuck energy. So this person could feel like they're in a prison. Maybe they're in regret, okay? Because of a loss due to an affair. What's this travel energy, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, reconciliation and rebuild. So it's a masculine energy, and this could be this masculine and feminine energy who wants to come towards somebody and rebuild. They want to reconcile. Okay? It's like all of a sudden with this unexpected energy, okay? Somebody could want to compromise something. They could want to say they want to make some changes. What's going on this feminine energy? I see regret here, but I'm going to put it back in because it didn't fall out like I wanted it to. Somebody could have fallen out. And I'm hearing falling out of love. What's on this feminine energy with this prison? Yeah. Sex and good time, okay? That was in reverse. But it's something about this feminine energy and a lot of intimacy, okay? Intimacy issues. So sex could be something significant. Somebody could be very afraid, okay? And what I saw last night, thank you, Spirit. I watched this movie, old school, okay, with Kadeem Hardison and dude from Do the Right Thing. It was called Death by Temptation. And what happened was, there was this succubus energy, and she presented herself in the form of a beautiful, she was bad, okay? Beautiful, sexy, seductress, kind of temptress energy, right? She was a demon named Temptation underneath all of that, right? So this definitely has to do with some type of temptation. Well, I'm seeing the scene in which this man went and had an affair with her. He went to this club where she frequented a lot, right? And he ended up leaving with her after the club, and he had an affair with her. After the affair, he after the affair, he woke up and he had all these like scratches and marks and stuff on him, and he was like, how am I supposed to go home to my wife with all of this, right? This is my first time. I've never done anything like this. And he sees his body is starting to become transparent of his actions. It showed what he did, right? He had all kind of marks and 22:22 on the clock, and it was 12:22 backwards. Well, she said, I drew it was like a one night stand kind of energy. And she was like, I know who you are. His name was Norman. I know who you are, Norman. She said, I gave you something you'll never be able to get rid of. And it started to grow and grow and grow, right? And he was like, I don't want to lose my wife. I don't want to lose my family. And she started laughing in this demonic, very demonic way. And pretty much she had intentionally given him something. And she said, is that what you going? She was like, what am I supposed to do? I only did it once. And she said, is that what you going to tell your wife when she wants to F-U-C-K? But overall, I'm getting that energy of her pretty much giving him something he couldn't get rid of off of that one affair. And he was like, that's what he said. You don't look like you have anything. And she was like, is that what you're going to tell your wife when she's ready to F-U-C-K? And she started laughing because she knew she had given it to him. But it's about succumbing to temptation, okay? Because that movie was about succumbing to temptation. And it was also in regard to a pastor, because there was a pastor. And the grandma in that, and so I can be getting a grandma energy, right? The little pastor, his dad was a preacher, right? And his grandmother raised him because his dad foresaw his son's future of him being like a world-renowned pastor, right? So this could have to do with that. A world-renowned pastor. He was an evangelist. So being an evangelist pastor could be significant. And he did all his training to become an evangelist, and his grandma took care of him, and he raised him. And long story short, he was saying that he wanted to take a break from his pastoral duties to see if that was really what he wanted to do, if that was really what God's calling was for him. So he went to visit an old friend in New York, and he ended up being tempted by the temptress, the demon temptress. And I can remember his grandma saying, the power is in the word. His name was Joel. And I also remember her saying, and God dang it, I wrote this down. Right before you get to the point where you on your purpose, that's a crossroad. And it's your responsibility to look both ways. Something could be about Job as well. She said it's your job, it's your responsibility to look both ways. So it gave me, it's your choice in the decision on whether you're going to be tempted, you're going to take from that cup or not, right? But the woman had been with so many different men. Again, she was a succubus energy, okay? And she was intentionally giving men, because she knew they would be tempted. And she said that she had encountered a lot of pastors and ministers on her travels. This could have something really, really big to do with a pastor or a minister, okay? Take it as it applies, okay? So give me more on this reconciliation and rebuild. And in here, you see they're being, very intimate, okay? Happiness and bliss here. With this in the middle, with this finances and career, unhappiness, okay? There's a lot of unhappiness and bliss here, okay? But again, turn it in the upright. So there's definitely something to do with money here, okay? And then I also saw, I've been seeing a lot about pastors, okay? I also saw this clip where his name was Chris. Chris was in church, and he went to church. He was doing something. He was on unemployment, right? And he went to this church, and this is real. He went to this church, and the pastor went up and gave him an envelope, and it had 10 $5 bills in it. So it was an envelope with $50 in it. And in return, the pastor wanted his tithes for giving him the money. And every time he gave him the money, the pastor would give him another envelope. And it repeated, so on and so forth, okay? And it gotten to the point to where the entire congregation started giving this man money. The Chris person who was in need. The entire congregation would come up, and it got to the point to where he needed a collection plate to hold all of the donations that he received from the church, okay? So there's going to be something very significant about money, okay? Thank you, Spirit. This wanted to come out. Bonding and intimacy wanted to come out, but it went back in. Love. So it's happiness and love here when there's money here, okay? Strong affection and happiness. But it's only on this financial energy, okay? And there's some type of truth that needs to be spoken in regard to this. It's a time for reflection, okay? And it's time for somebody to see the truth and be honest with themselves about what this particular situation, okay, is really in regard to intimacy and bonding, okay? So let's see. We're going to get some moon energy. Actually, let me get some soul's journey energy. And I want to get the soul's journey energy here for this this energy. This might be a loved one, a long one, okay? I'm going to get some of this, and then I'm going to get some, we're going to get some tarot. And it's the Medicine Woman tarot that they want me to grab. So the Eight of Pentacles could be significant, which is regarding work. You see, she's got jewelry, and she's got all this stuff behind her, right? She got purses, jewelry, different jewels on the bed. She's got a lot of food. She's very abundant, right? Very, very abundant in this energy with the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be something about work in the middle of this thing, okay? Something could have to do with work, with finances and career here, okay? But there's something about some communication here. With the King of Swords here, okay, this could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And it's family energy. Oh, shit, and the Nine of Swords. Somebody being very much in their head about something, okay? We're going to get some more energy, too, when it comes to, like, who this could be. Grief. So whoever this main man is, and this is a lot of sacral chakra energy, so it has a lot to do with sacral healing, okay? We're going to get some chakra cards as well, because I see the sacral chakra is at the bottom of the deck. So the overall energy is sacral chakra energy, which is based on your sexuality, your creativity. And it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, okay? Painful as it is, we all learn in loss. Through this, what have you learned about yourself? Understanding through grief, and this is what maybe you need to see in the truth of this situation in regard to this symbolic interaction. It's not love, okay? I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. It's like seeing, instead of being jealous, sad, and shameful, seeing the good that comes out of the situation. But this is something to do with an affair, okay? I remember doing a reading in regard, it was on one of my TikToks where it was somebody who was being it was a lot of temptation in that energy. That was the Gemini reading. And in that reading, it was somebody's getting ready to come back towards somebody if they haven't already, and they want to reconcile with this person. And this could have to do with an affair, because in that Gemini reading there was a marriage, and in doing so there would be a lot lost if you encounter and engage in this, okay? 333 and then 9 energy. So that spirit energy here, saying with the 333 energy, it's the 9 is about closing out cycles. It's time for you to close out a cycle with somebody. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Love, grief, and service. A lot of third eye chakra, root chakra energy, solar plexus and heart chakra energy, and full on sacral chakra energy. Having the courage, okay? Somebody could have this is heart-based energy, okay, with this love here. Yeah, health, okay? I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. A lot of heart chakra energy and solar plexus chakra energy. So again, something could be affecting somebody's health, whether this is for a masculine or a feminine energy. There's a lot of envy at the bottom of the deck, and that's where that jealousy energy came in, okay? This Five of Swords energy. So somebody could have lied on somebody when it came to somebody's health, okay? I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And I remember one time let's talk about it. There could be an instance where somebody blamed somebody else for giving somebody something when it really came from their wife. Okay? Or whoever they was at the time. Okay? They thought they got it from somebody else, and really they got it from the wife or their baby mama. A lot of codependencies energy, and it's a lot of temptation. Show me clearly, Spirit. We have the King of Swords overall here at the bottom of the deck, okay? At the bottom of the deck here on this one is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about not investing. There's a feminine energy who's taking away, okay? Not giving in this situation, okay? Nine of Pentacles energy. And with the Apprentice of Pipes here, this is the same energy. The Page of Wands energy. She's balancing this. She's balancing something out. So this could be this masculine energy. So it's kind of giving child support. And the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's like giving that codependent. Oh, look at throat chakra energy. Bind, block it. Giving that codependency energy that I'm feeling. This is about being independent, okay? This is about being able to handle something on your own, or having to do that, okay? Not having the help to do it. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Seven of Stones, this is not being given something, okay? She by herself taking care of this child. So something could have been about telling somebody or giving somebody a message or telling somebody something about whoever's in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah, the exemplar of the arrows. Okay? This could be a Queen of Swords energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is the feminine energy as well. And again, this person is by herself with this sun. It's about somebody not giving to somebody, okay? Somebody could be, yeah, Nine of Cups. Unhappy. I can take these in the reverse. Yeah, the Six of Swords is unable to travel here. Somebody getting caught, okay? And it could be because of some lies here. So somebody could be wanting to come towards somebody. This is the same person. They went and told somebody some lies about somebody. A whole bunch of people. I want to clarify this. Clarify this 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Damn. This baby mama energy flew out on the floor. It's a baby mama. And then she flew all the way over there. Argue for your limitations and you get to keep them. There's some type of arguments. And this travel is giving new direction. So setting boundaries and moving towards something new, okay? So somebody in this masculine energy could be planning how to come towards somebody. They want to go in a new direction. Aries energy. And the Empress energy here. Give me this feminine energy over here. And this main character energy. She got Jafar and Scar energy. They were both very controlling. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody got bad karma. And I just watched this video right before I tapped in about this girl who, like, she kind of disappeared and she vanished. Because she was doing root work on people. And she started getting into this psychosis energy. It's on TikTok. It's trending right now. This person in this feminine energy has bad karma. And this masculine energy who's in feminine energy could want to come towards somebody. Maybe you need to set boundaries. Sagittarius energy. The masculine could be a Sagittarius energy. You could be by yourself right now. Take it as it applies, because the Sagittarius could be in masculine energy, and whoever this is could be in feminine energy. This masculine could be in feminine energy. Have no fear, okay? They want you to have no fear. Yeah, unparalleled is in reverse, okay? Somebody could be in fear and having this bad karma. Something could be about them being in prison. And it has to do with some sexual energy. It's copycat energy. Yeah, my income is constantly increasing is a challenge. So there's definitely something surrounding some money. And that's falling on this feminine energy over here. There's definitely, this is Taurus energy as well. There's definitely something to do with a commitment. Higher self, okay? This is pastor energy. Nip. And the number 5 here, okay? So it's about changing something. The Hierophant is seeing somebody who's, he says prolific. This is somebody could look up to. A teacher. Again, a pastor or a mentor. This is about trusting your higher self. The Hierophant could also be a spiritual man. They don't have to be a pastor. They could be like, you got Merlin energy. When you got, if he was a spiritual man and a Hierophant in reverse, he would be a warlock. In the upright, he's a wizard. Yeah, air sign energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then single. Magician. Wizard. They want you to get out of this codependency, okay? Get out of your head here. And it's something about facing the truth when it comes to something, okay? It's time for you to go within and heal. This is that jailman card, okay? Somebody needs to let go of their codependencies. It's the toxic energy. This could also be somebody who's manipulative. But in the upright, this is somebody who manifests using whatever they have to get what they want, right? Somebody could want repentance, wants forgiveness. There's a Pisces energy here as well. Death and rebirth is here with the 13. This is the death card. This is Virgo energy on the Hermit energy. And there was some type of spiritual partnership here, okay? And it was something about letting go of these codependencies. This fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Give me one on my income is constantly increasing. And unparalleled in reverse. It's giving my, like, yeah, you are a messenger, speak your truth. And something about in reverse, this masculine energy. Is not being honest about whatever's going on here. Maybe not telling somebody they wanted to move in a new direction. Or they went in a new direction. And Aries could be significant. There's an Aquarius here in the middle. With this single energy, happiness and love. Who is this over here on this feminine energy? Yeah, there's a challenge here with the Ace of Cups in between an Aquarius and a Sagittarius. The Sagittarius could possibly not be speaking their truth about something. And it has to do with some type of love. Because the Ace of Cups is here twice. Who is this on this? Somebody could want to move in a direction or need to tell somebody to move in a new direction. My income is constantly increasing. Codependency could be very significant. Yeah, the Chariot here definitely has to do with some type of travel energy. With the 7, it's giving into the higher self, moving into some type of higher level of awareness in the middle. Travel in the Chariot. This is 2 women, okay? On this card. The Emperor energy is the husband energy. The masculine energy here. So it's falling on this feminine here who's in this masculine energy. or this masculine and feminine energy. Just take it as it applies. It's a copycat energy. Yeah, a karmic feminine. She's the high priestess in reverse. So she is in this again, that energy. Because I said the Hierophant and the upright. This person could do like dark witchcraft. And this Sagittarius energy is not being honest about something either over here when it comes to this. Yeah, Rift, but somebody is it's a death here. Okay. Justice is here. The Empress is here. And the Tower is here. There's definitely some type of a third-party situation. This has to do with an affair, a lot of lovers. And some money opportunities that took place, okay? Challenge is the Hangman. Somebody's perspective here, a masculine energy. Somebody could be 12 years old. And they're like only seeing one. It's like, okay, so you know how you have two parents. Y'all got a child. Let's say this masculine energy is your son. He's only with one parent most of the time. So he only sees one side of the situation. He doesn't know everything. He doesn't know the truth. You could be this King of Swords energy. Who is this feminine energy over here? Earth energy. Something about how somebody moving with this Chariot is moving into something stable, some type of stability. Earth energy is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. The Lovers, there's a Cancer. This is a Cancer energy over here. And now the Crow is crowing. It's for the love of money. Gemini. Gemini at the bottom of the deck. And the Magician, Gemini energy as well. So there was a money opportunity taken with a Gemini. Or this Gemini sees a money opportunity. So it's a Cancer, a Sagittarius, and an Aquarius here.